everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports.
To the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on first down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go. 180.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
You and I both know that you don't really truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray's a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him. Upright with some power.
They go back to Murray on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. A little educational piece. I know a lot of people here 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3 those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On third down, Murray. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now you got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. By the way, Charles, on Antonio Brown, he did it again last week. 169 yards, 2 touchdowns in the win over Green Bay.
And how about the catch? I know the catch is a phrase associated with the 49ers and Dallas Cowboys. But this one in this game, Pittsburgh's going to come up with a name for it. Because what Antonio Brown did, catching the ball, dragging that second foot, that's absolutely amazing. No one thought he actually caught the ball.
It was unreal. Yeah, and the week before, he had the one-handed catch that he trapped on the side of his helmet in the end zone. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, 32 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
And he'll be knocked down sideways. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They go with Murray again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
That was second down run for Murray. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings them third.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Third down, Bridgewater. That's caught by Treadwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. A dump down to McKinnon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
Bridgewater to throw it. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Sliding it. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, These are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Got a man open. It's Darius Hayward-Bay. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Darius Hayward-Bay, 69 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Again, it's Murray. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Bridgewater.
No gain on that run. And while this...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Going deep for Diggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really...
Now a play fake here on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The man open left side is Brown. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there at 22. Charles, you think Big Ben is happy to have Antonio Brown on the other side of his passes?
You know he is, but he also expects it. This is how their offense runs best. When those two get together, especially early, and continue to do it throughout the game, the end result is the one that we're seeing right now. They're ahead on the board.
It has been early and often. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time is definitely an or not.
He's going to try and go deep again. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Last 3 years with the Steelers, only 30 catches total, but that's the big play potential that caused the Raiders to take him number 7 overall in 2009.
And you know the tradition of the Raiders. If there's speed, they're interested. And Darius Hayward-Bay can flat out run. See if the Steelers can find a way to give him the ball a little bit more.
Darius Hayward-Bay, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it's 3rd and 5. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, Fitzgerald to Son. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, it's Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic. And Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll go again with Bell. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Flush to his right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 75 yards. And the Vikings are... You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Forbath out to kick this one away. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. And they'll put Bryant in motion left. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Bryant with a catch right side. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now a first down carry by Bell. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.